So we're going to start with talking about the Cardiosave and what we want to look for before we go on a transport. There's an inventory list for this orange bag that you want to make sure everything's in the orange bag. And then we're going to make sure everything is ready to go on the unit itself. We're going to turn the power on, and while it's kicking on, we're going to check the battery levels. You can press this button to check the battery levels, and they both should be full. Before you go, you're going to want to take one of these batteries out and place it in the black Pelican case for safe transport. Each of these batteries lasts, best case scenario, about 90 minutes, so don't plan on getting really much more than an hour's time out of it. During your transport, you want to have this battery charger plugged in so that you can charge the transport unit while you're in transport. This should be plugged in the room, in the aircraft, every time possible. If this battery is dying, well, you don't have power supplied here, you need to hot swap the batteries by removing this and placing the good battery in this slot. Otherwise, the unit will die. This is the only power that the unit gets. The next thing we want to check is the helium level. If you look on this side portion opens up to access the helium tank. We're going to turn the helium tank on to make sure that the unit is charged. Then look at the screen. The screen here shows that the helium is half full. This is on the dock. In order to see the helium level on the transport unit, we have to remove the transport unit from the dock. To do that, we're going to reach underneath the unit right here and grab this handle. That releases the unit. Then this big handle on the front will let us slide the transport unit out of the dock. Now we can look at the screen and verify that the helium on the transport unit is completely full. Remember, completely full is about 30 to 40 balloon fills, and you use about 6 balloon fills for every reconnect and disconnect and each initialization. You also use 2 balloon fills for every time you ascend 1,000 feet and 1 balloon fill for every time you descend 1,000 feet. So in transport, we're going to try to keep this connected as much as possible, but you have the initial setup, you have at least several accidental disconnects and multiple ascend and descents to get you through the transport, but roughly 36 balloon fills there. When we're ready to get this out, we're going to check the last few things. We make sure that we have our EKG trigger, we make sure that we have our pressure lines, and then we're going to continue pulling this out of the unit. Once it's out, we can take the screen and put it on this post by pushing in here. We grab underneath the screen, there's 2 clamps that release it that you can see here, and then it goes back down onto this post to secure in place for transport. The handle releases here, and as the handle extends, the feet also extend for transport. For loading in the aircraft, the handle can be down, and the screen will disconnect with those same 2 clamps so that it can be remote from the unit in transport.